Okay, can everyone hear me? I think. Okay, it's been a long afternoon. I hope it's been fruitful for everyone. Um, Now I'm going into a part of our school's curriculum called urban policy. And before I, this is strange because when I say before I begin, I've already begun. But anyway, let me say, before I begin, could anyone just shout out words that come to mind when you see these four pictures on the inside? Okay, what? HDB, okay, housing. Okay, what? Uh, Urban, okay. Ed Sheeran, finally. I was a bit worried that I might be a bit too old and people might not know him. Anything else? Just shout it out. Was there something there? Yeah?
Urban planning.
Urban planning, alright. Good, good. Someone said MRT, I think, trains. Okay. And right now I want you to link these things together. So all four pictures, anything you can think about, try to link them together and think of one word, just one word.
Urbanization.
Urbanization. Okay, good, good. Any other words that come to mind? How is urbanization linked to Ed Sheeran?
Maybe it lives in the city.
Okay, sorry?
Maybe it lives in the city.
Maybe it lives in the city? Okay, alright, I guess.
And in urban areas, people have more exposure to media.
Okay, media. That's good as well. Well, I was going for all these things, and you guys hit all of them. The one on the leftmost is actually an artist's impression of the ancient Greek city-state, the polis or the city-state here. And the second one is HDB, high-density housing. The third one has got to do with transport and jostling and shuffling and getting in one another's ways. And the last one is because he composed a song called The City. So, yes, I was going for The City. Okay, so obviously when we talk about urban policy, the city is important, right? First of all, we need to recognize that the city, it's about an idea. It's about housing. It's about people jostling, bumping up against one another. Because why? The city is dense, densely populated. And the city is also about dreams, individual dreams, and migration. So now that we've got all these themes out, I asked myself, what else is there to the city? And I looked around, and I see more things. We have dreams. The leftmost picture is people kite flying at the Marina Barrage. We have public spaces, like hawker centers, coffee shops. We also have public characters, people you know, or rather people everybody knows. You may think about your own community. Who are your public characters? It might be the cashier, it might be a mama shop uncle, it might be the cleaner who comes and clean your block every month. It might also be your mom, who goes around and talks to a lot of people as well. And of course, there's also this part about norms, invisible but very, very real. This picture over here was taken recently by one of our locals because his neighbor asked him if he's okay with her putting out a table for her rituals, the Chinese custom on the, I believe, the 8th day of the Chinese New Year. Yeah. So it's about community norms and learning to live with one another. So when I put those two together, we see important things about what differentiates urban policy from social policy. So if I were to bring out one quote, it would be this quote by Robert Park, talking about how the city is man's most successful attempt to remake the world he lives in more after his heart's desire. And if the city is the world which man created, it is also the world in which he is henceforth condemned to live. Thus, indirectly, and often without any clear sense of the nature of his task, in making a city, man has remade himself. And this is a quote that I will use to differentiate between social and urban policy, because in urban policy we're very concerned with spaces. We're also very concerned with how we make these spaces, and how these spaces in turn make us. And notice that this writer uses remake, because we're always in the process of remaking ourselves and our environments. So yeah, when we put them together, now we have a more complete picture of the city. For today, for the rest of the 5 minutes that I have left, I want to go into one concept, just one in urban planning, and that is the term conviviality. Bear with me a little bit, I think this should be quite fun, but when you get through some definitions. First of all, conviviality refers to the autonomous, creative intercourse among people, and the intercourse of persons with their environments. So two types, right? Between you and me, autonomous, creative, kind of like right now, because I'm not being paid to do it, you're not being forced to be here, I hope. So autonomous, and some are creative because we are creating knowledge. Now I'm downloading it, later you're asking questions, we create new knowledge. And then there's of course intercourse of persons with their environment. when you put up decorations, when you interact with your own environment, whether you do graffiti or whether you do mural painting. And it is often cited as the opposite of industrial productivity, the opposite of the conditioned response of persons and to demands made upon them by others and by a man-made environment. The typical visual for this is really the office worker, the blue-collar chap in the factory, responding to demands made upon them by the economy, by their bosses, by their livelihoods. Now, the question is, why am I interested in conviviality? Well, Illich said this: I believe that in any society, as conviviality is reduced below a certain level, no amount of industrial productivity can effectively satisfy the needs it creates among society's members. Well, it sounds a bit abstract, but think about it. If I take away the public practice in your life, if I take away your hawker centers, if I take away the places you go to hang out, how would you feel? Would you be happy making $10,000 a month? Would you be happy driving a car? Would you be happy eating good food? I'm not sure. Because it's about the autonomous, creative intercourse that we have with our environment and the people. They really satisfy us. At least that's what it says. And even if you don't believe that, like I said, if I take these tangible physical things away, you're bound to feel a difference. And that is where I argue that urban policy comes in. And the next part of our policy making is really about going from the why to the how. If we recognize that it's important, how do we make it happen? And in this case, I'd like to introduce PAP, who obviously has done a lot more thinking in this area. And I think in policy making, as in studies, we refer a lot to great thinkers. And she's one of them. She says that where community points to the human need for roots, conviviality points to the human need to flower. I think this is coherent with what we've been discussing so far. The flowering, not just having roots and surviving. We are talking about thriving, producing, creating. And thus, I shall go on to a little case study I did on my own estate. Who here lives in Clementi? One. Okay, thankfully. Two, yes. In any case, if you don't live in Clementi, do feel free to go back and apply for your own housing estate. Because some of these ideas might be applicable, and some estates are definitely more interesting in Clementi, like Issue. Okay, no. No. Okay, this is Clementi. The usual high-rise building, low-rise community facilities, and the facade, I live in Clementi Avenue 2, and the train station. Now, I'll go on first to conviviality between people and their environments. So the first thing I had to do was to look out for this kind of flowering. Where are the signs of flowering? Where are the flowers in Clementi? The first one is corridor gardening. And it's everywhere in Singapore, so this I think everyone should be able to relate to. The first thing I asked myself was, why do people put plants out at their houses? When the property isn't even theirs. Think about it. Right outside your house, who gave you the right to put plants there? Do you buy it? No. Do your neighbors complain? They don't. Why does that happen? And this is corridor gardening to the max. Because yes, father and area. Okay, but yeah, just think about it. Why do people choose to creatively, autonomously interact with their environments? Yeah. And the next phenomenon I think is exclusive to Clementi is this thing I call Christmas on the Parapet. This household every Christmas will put up decorations. And every year the design is different. Of course, there's always a Santa Claus, but everything else is kind of changed. And yeah, he does it, they do it every year with lighting and with music. Even if you walk underneath and you don't know, you hear the music, walk out and wow. And why do they do that? And why do I not say anything? Obviously, I like it, right? But is it against the law? Does the state care? Does the police come down? These are important questions to ask. What in the community, what in Clementi actually allows these things to happen? And after studying it for a while, I came to this conclusion. It's only a preliminary one, but I identified three community characteristics that are key to conviviality. The first one is accessibility to spaces that are ambiguous or collectively owned, where no one can say you're not allowed to do it. The next is sufficient distance from state surveillance, and it's pretty hard for the police to knock on every HDB house and come keep their plants inside. It's also pretty hard for people to enforce these things as well. And does it do the state any good to stop people from doing something that they love, that they carried on from their kampong days? And the third thing is actually most important from my point of view, it's a climate of tolerance, a culture of measured response. When we talk about autonomous creative activity, it's always going to be out of the norm. It's always going to push some boundaries. It's always going to make somebody uncomfortable. But are we able to handle that? Are we able to go out to give, hey, alarm? Bro, this, maybe you can put it down, but I still like it. Or maybe before you do, you go to your neighbor, hey, are you okay with me praying putting a table out here with my offerings. These things are important because it's about a clear willingness to negotiate usage of space. So these are some thoughts from me regarding the environment. Next one, as I'll run through this quickly, is about conviviality between persons and other persons. This time around, I went from the other way. Instead of looking for examples first, I went to look for theory first. So Oldenburg over here writes extensively on what he calls the third place. Your first place, your home, second place, your work, and the third place is somewhere in between. And he identified 3 characteristics. Actually, there's more, but I only use 3. The first is mixes, neutral grounds, and then sorting areas. I'll run through them quickly. In terms of mixes, I was looking for places where members of Clementi would inevitably meet. And I identified the corridor. I'm not sure whether you live in the older blocks or newer blocks. In the older blocks, we only have one central lift, and then it goes to level 1, level 5, level 9, and you have to exit and walk across households and go down a stairwell. So yeah, inevitably every day I'll meet people. And then the lift upgrading project happened. So it meant that I no longer meet any people. I just go in the lift, I press like floor 7, I walk out, I go to home. It's great because I have a grandma who lives with me, and she needs that. But the problem is, of course, how do you balance the two? And where else will we have convivial activities from now on? And well, at least we still avoid that. And of course, feel free to go back home and check out these other places. Where are these places where people inevitably will meet? Next 2 points are short. Neutral grounds, where people feel welcome without feeling beholden to play host or play guest. They come by and sit, have a chat. And often this happens in neighborhood stores, as you can see in the photos over here. Notice that there's an asterisk there. It works especially well when a store is owned by the person himself or herself. Franchises usually don't work. Why? Because when you're your own boss, you can feel comfortable inviting people to sit down. You feel comfortable. Sorting areas, hawker centers and coffee shops, where people can enter and live freely, almost like neutral grounds, but here is where they have conversations. Sometimes deep political conversations, even conspiracy theories. I think we all have the uncle or the aunt or the daddy who comes over and say, you know what, I know something is going on. China, Russia, Japan, even Pakistan, blah blah blah. And you'll be like, okay, where do you get it from? The coffee shop. Alright, but these places are important because they allow us to form associations, get to know who plays golf, who drives a buggy, who drives a Volkswagen, who takes care of children for the community, who plants spices at home, who are these social nodes that you can leverage on or contribute to. So these places are important. And in terms of urban planning, it's important to put all these qualities together in order to ensure the continuance of the continuity of convivial interactions in our estates. So I'll end it here for now. And if you're interested, you can go look up this idea of progressive cities, which a prof at our school very often advocates for. Thank you very much.